and we open up this episode of the Xavier Banks Road to Glory on the Sports by Schmucks channel with an overview of his stats so far. You can see not a good touchdown to interception ratio, but fantastic numbers on the ground so far this season. We're going into the first game of this episode. Penn State, Oregon, #1 Oregon at home. So Penn State looking to pull up a pretty big upset as Xavier Banks on 2nd and 6 spreads the ball over to Kelly on the far sideline for an 18-yard catch. Now 1st and 10, Xavier in the pocket, looking for somewhere to go with it, decides to cut to the outside, gets not enough, but fumbles the ball. Luckily enough, someone on Oregon picks it up. That was Jake Fisher with the pickup. Now again over the middle of Stanford, Dwayne Stanford with a 13-yard catch as Xavier Banks is looking to move this offense down the field. And then on the read option, takes it himself, gets just enough for the first down. And that's going to keep the drive going. Again, 1st and 10. There's a fake screen there. Banks has a lot of room on the outside, trying to get to the corner. Does get by the diving linebacker, gets close to the 15-yard line after breaking a tackle. Huge gain by Xavier Banks in his sophomore year. Now Banks on the read option again, tries to spin, gets stopped just short, but comes up holding, it looks like his ribs. So he's going to take a couple plays off. Oregon does convert on that drive, but Banks is now back in the first quarter, and he's gone. He's off to the races. Stopped down at the 45-yard line, but a huge gain on the ground on the option again. Now Banks looking for somewhere to go with it. Scrambles to the outside, but throws across his body to Lowe for an 11-yard catch and a first down. And then now we're in the second quarter now. A good read option call by Banks as the linebacker, defensive end, I should say, got right in there. But Banks picks up a first down on his keeper. Now throwing downfield, fakes it, runs to the outside, cuts up to the middle, and gets tripped just short of the first down marker to set up a 2nd and 1. Now again looking for a read option here. Gives it to Thomas to hold on to it. Doesn't get enough. D'Anthony Thomas not getting the first down. So 4th and 1. We go for it. Banks, and he gets brought down just short of the goal line. But it's enough to pick up the to convert on the 4th down. So 1st and goal, Banks just trying to use his speed, tries to get to the outside, but gets brought down again. And oh, he's hurt again. This time it looks like he's holding his head. And he's going to be off until the 3rd quarter. And oh, what a beautiful spin move. It's 21-3 now, Penn State, as Banks escapes the defender in the backfield. And there you see his rushing numbers too. Great numbers today. Now 2nd and 13, looking for somewhere to go. Finds Lyler downfield. Huge gain through the air, 27 yards. Now Banks on the read option again. Again trying to get some more yards, 8-yard gain there. And he did sit out a lot of this game, so his numbers aren't going to be up there with some of his best games, as Lowe makes a nice 12-yard catch on a slant. 2nd and 12. Banks looking for somewhere to go. Finds Dungy alone in the end zone. That's a 28-3 lead for Oregon. Now 2nd and 10. Big drop back. Finds Dungy again. For an 18-yard gain there, and Oregon is just kind of piling it on now against these Penn State Nittany Lions. Why did I almost say Wildcats? Anyway, 2nd and 16 on the jet sweep option. Banks keeps himself. Nice blocking by the wide receivers, and that's going to set up a touchdown for Banks, who hurdles into the end zone, 29-yard touchdown run, and that's what it was. There's just an unstoppable effort there by Xavier Banks and the Oregon Ducks as they clean house and demolish the Penn State Nittany Lions there. You see his numbers, not the best numbers, but 9 of 9 for completion attempts. So great numbers percentage-wise, and being very efficient when he did throw the ball. And then again, he didn't have that many opportunities because of his injuries. And then now we're going into week 6. A 3-0 Oregon squad takes on the 3-1 Utah team. And you know what? This could be a closer game than Herbstreit is expecting, even though he picked Oregon to win. So 2nd and 4 now on the road. Banks throws it over the middle to Dungy, who gets enough for the first down, keeping this drive alive early. Now 3rd and 12. Banks has control of it in the shotgun, and he gets leveled in the pocket for a sack, setting up a punt. Utah would do nothing, but Oregon gets great field position. This is where we find them on the start of the next drive, and Banks just goes untouched into the end zone there. Poor defense by Utah, but Xavier Banks is going to take advantage of it, and he's already pumped up early in this game. Now again with another read option, he's going to get a nice block by his receivers. Great blocking receivers here in Oregon as Banks gets down to about the 35-yard line with a huge rush again. Now 1st and 10, play action, and over the middle, Dungy's wide open, And that's a huge 23-yard gain as it's 7-0 Oregon still as we almost close out the first quarter. And that's going to make it 14-0 at the end of the first. And when with 11 seconds left, Banks just finds Dungy all alone across the middle, and he's got nothing but daylight in front of him. Huge touchdown, 21 points in the first quarter, and this game is already pretty much out of reach. So let's see what happens as Thomas makes a nice catch to Anthony Thomas out of the backfield. Now it's still 21-0. Throwing downfield for Lowe, who makes a nice catch just before he takes the hit, I should say, for a big gain. So 1st and 10 now. Looking for the option pass. Banks tries to fit it in there. Oh, it's deflected, and a beautiful interception just short of touching the ground. Banks isn't really happy about it because there's nothing he could really do about that one. Now this one, he throws it downfield, and again, a ball that gets knocked around. Rowe ends up picking it up, and that's his second pick on 2 consecutive drives as Banks just kind of lost it there. Now 21-0 in the shadow of his goalpost, gets sacked for a big loss, but nothing would come of that as it was right at the end of the second quarter. So 21-3 now. Nice throw down low to Kelly, who has to reach down to pick it up, keeping it away from the defender. Read option again, and Banks has a whole mess of room, and he gets brought down about the 42-yard line. Or sorry, the 38. And now Banks over to Lyerla, who gets just short of the end zone. It's going to set up another 1st and goal. Oregon's offense is pumped up right now. And now read option. Banks keeps it himself again. 1-yard touchdown run, and he's just trying to put those interceptions behind him as he celebrates with his teammates now. So it's 28-10 for Oregon as Utah's not going away. Banks looking to go somewhere with the ball. Gets it across the middle. Fumbles. Oh, no, he didn't fumble there. I'm used to him fumbling. That's what he does a lot. Anyways, Banks again across the middle. And, oh, no one's going to catch him now. Oh, someone got him by the shoelaces. I thought he was long gone. There's nothing in front of him. Great tackle. Touchdown saving tackle as Banks tries to pick up the 1st down there. Gets enough with the 6-yard rush. And now it's just about running down the clock as Banks sets up the screen over to DeAnthony Thomas. And DeAnthony Thomas gets the 4-yard reception. Not enough for the 1st down. But you'll see here, Banks gets brought down. And that would be an injury for him as he's having some problems getting back up. The coaches come out to check for him. That'll be the end of the day for Banks as Oregon hangs on for the win. And that's going to be can improve the record to still perfect. You'll be 4-0 now, heading into next week's first game of the season. There you see 201 yards, 105 rushing yards on the ground, of course. And you know what? Pretty good day. 2 injury-filled games as Banks missed time in both games. So next game, they're going to be playing Washington State, beginning some more conference play for the Oregon Ducks. They dropped down to number 2, though, in their rankings. I guess their wins weren't impressive enough. Come back next week. As always, please like and or subscribe if you like our content. And thank you for watching Twitter's on the Screen.